So as Donald Trump and Kamala Harris clash for the White House in the U.S. presidential race, voters are keen to find out which of the two candidates offers a better economic road ahead for the nation. DD India's Shubhendu Ghosh has filed this exclusive report from Wall Street, New York.
We are at the iconic Wall Street in New York. It is considered as an epicenter of global trade and economy, home to major financial institutions. Right behind me, you can see the New York Stock Exchange. There is, of course, the Fed Reserve and major banks. As United States prepares to elect its new president, state of the economy is taking center stage. Some 81% of registered voters say that economy is going to play a key role in deciding who they're going to vote for. As the campaigning for US presidential elections enters the final phase, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris continue to project themselves as the best candidate to take the US economy on the growth trajectory. Trump is focused on the idea of US dominance over foreign competitors like China. His economic plan has largely focused on deregulation in the energy and financial industries, touting the much better inflation during his presidency than Biden's. Vice President Kamala Harris has pledged to build an economy that is both pro-business and helps the middle class, as she pushed back against Trump's claims that she is advancing communist ideas. I speak to Professor Suresh Naidu, an economist from Columbia University, to understand the situation on the ground.
I think a single one that's both real and perceived is the high price of housing, particularly in core metropolitan cities like New York, like San Francisco, like Chicago. And so that issue of the high price of housing, I think, is a real one, as well as high prices of sort of other things like healthcare and education. But, you know, I will also say that for and those are long-term kind of structural things. There's another perception of inflation, and the inflation was very real and very persistent, but it's also the case that wages rose for most workers in a rate that outpaced inflation. So I think and if you look, you'll see that perceptions of inflation are also highly correlated with your party. So Republicans think that there was much more inflation than Democrats do.
The policies debated in election campaigns have implications not just at home, but for the global economy and partner countries like India as well.
As Trump has made a statement that he will have tariffs put in, yes, India will get impacted. But then what happens is India also is importing substantial amount of goods and services from US. So there could be a reciprocity. And I think putting tariff does not help economies. It hurts the consumer on both sides.
The ball is now in the court of voters, who will decide the best candidate to take the reins of the world's most powerful economy. With camera person Jay Shankar, Shubhendu Ghosh's report for DD India in New York.